Okay, honestly, it's kind of silly at this point, but I guess I'm glad they're doing it. Jim Jordan says YouTube censored Joe Rogan interview with Trump. Okay. Well, yes. Joe Rogan came out and said that there's no way it was an accident that the show with Donald Trump was suppressed. But Jim Jordan intervening is, we're getting a bit to the top, aren't we? Well, I guess I respect it, right? Because we're deeply concerned about big tech censorship, manipulation of politics, and we are days out from one of the most consequential elections in American history, if not the most. So maybe I shouldn't be so blasé about it, and I should actually just say it's probably good. We're doing everything we can to make sure we tell anyone trying to cheat, manipulate, or otherwise, we will hold you accountable. The story, for those that don't know, I'm sure most of you do. Joe Rogan interviewed Trump. After he did, there was this thing about it being unlisted, and that's not that big a deal. Joe Rogan did that to synchronize it with Spotify, but later on, people noticed you couldn't search for it, and it wasn't appearing on trending. There's no way that's an accident. Here's the story from Fox News. House Judiciary Chairman Jim Jordan is accusing YouTube of potentially repressing Trump's interview by Rogan. In a letter to Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai, sent late Wednesday, Jordan said the tech giant subsidiary appears to have censored the video of Joe Rogan's recent interview with President Trump. We write to seek an immediate briefing on 1, YouTube's decision to censor Joe Rogan's interview with Trump, and 2, Google's search elevation of material critical of the interview. The Ohio Republican cited a New York Post report that said people were having difficulty finding the 3-hour interview on YouTube. Recent news coverage reports that searches on YouTube using the terms Joe Rogan Trump or Joe Rogan Donald Trump did not bring up Friday's 3-hour sit down at the top of the list. The report claimed the full interview was also absent from YouTube's trending videos page the following day. It should have been trending right away. They posted the interview Friday night, so it's been a week. That is a low traffic day. So to get 10 million views in, I think it was like 8 hours after it was posted on a Friday night, absolutely massive. But it wasn't trending. I don't believe that's an accident. Jordan also said that YouTube acknowledged censorship of the interview, referring to a statement posted to X earlier this week that read, quote, "For some searches on Monday, the original 3-hour interview didn't appear prominently. Short excerpts uploaded by the Joe Rogan channel appeared, but we know it was frustrating for users looking to find the full video. We've worked to resolve this, and viewers will begin seeing the full podcast in more YouTube search results soon," the statement said. Jordan wrote in his letter to Alphabet, "Americans deserve access to political speech, especially in the closing weeks before an election. Given the company's recent history of censorship, including at the behest of the Biden-Harris administration, YouTube's censorship of former President Trump is particularly troubling. Please arrange for this briefing as soon as possible, but no later than 10 a.m. on November 14th, 2024. Well, here's the letter. I just got to say, okay? Getting the results of these claims after the election's already taken place, when we are going to be embroiled in legal battles, I don't know if it means anything. So again, I think it's all gotten to a point where it's quite a bit silly. I can respect efforts to try and deal with censorship. Fine. We're happy about it. But November 14th, dude, while we're here, can I just scroll down here and say, make your prediction. Will Trump win? Oh yeah, look at this. Yes. There you go. Submit your prediction. No, I'm not going to sign up. Here's the letter. It's got a series of questions. So it says Americans deserve access to political speech, especially, and we did read this, but here's the list that of demands, questions that Jim Jordan has asked. I wonder if there's a better way to zoom in on this, make it easier to read. Probably not so much, but it's still a little better this way. He says, 1, who at Alphabet is responsible for the October 25th, 2024 video featuring Rogan's interview with former President Trump not appearing in top search? How did executives at Alphabet learn that the video was not in top search results? I'll try and go through these questions quickly. Why was the 25th video unable to be viewed in top search results? Was this censorship done by automated systems or carried out manually? For how long was the issue in effect during this time? How many Americans searched for YouTube for the Rogan interview with Trump? Which teams or divisions within YouTube are responsible for determining whether a video is displayed in their top search? Which teams or divisions within YouTube are responsible for correcting the issue? Has YouTube prevented any other video featuring an interview with the former President Trump from being viewed? Now, this is the big question, actually. And I suppose it is good to say, even after the election, this information will be pertinent. Has YouTube done this on any other content? Of course, the answer is yes. I believe we deserve answers. If YouTube, as a monopoly in the video space, is manipulating search results that can force this country in one direction or another politically, we got ourselves a problem, don't we? Now, as we know, according to allsides.com, Google search is biased. They all are. They're all heavily biased in favor of left-wing publications. And these publications will often claim that anything coming from the right is fake news. And then the fact checkers say it's true because, you know what I love about this? NewsGuard, for instance. They use the New York Times as to determine if your news outlet or any news outlet is factual. So there was a story. There's several stories, right? A guy says, I spoke with a whistleblower. The whistleblower says X. The New York Times comes out and says X is wrong. NewsGuard goes, well, then X is wrong. New York Times said so. And I'm like, wait, I know this guy's a small blogger, but he has a whistleblower making these claims that he's verified. Why is that not the standard? Because of elitism and credentialism. But I tell you this, I guarantee you, if you break down the algorithm of YouTube, as we've seen already 7 years ago, there was a researcher who showed the flow of all recommendations to the left. If you go on YouTube and you watch a right-wing video, it will recommend left-wing content to you. In fact, you know, maybe I can just do this right now. Let's see what happens. I'm going to pull myself up and see what it recommends to me. And I'm logged in right now. So let's see. What do we have here? This is Timcast News. Is this? Oh, okay. That was a live. That's why I'm like, what is this placeholder? Oh, duh. So let's just jump back and I'll grab this video. Added. Hey, look, it's me talking. I'm going to pull this over and let's see what YouTube recommends. So we'll get rid of theater view. It's default view. Is that what it is? Okay. On the right, we've got Men at Work. Makes sense. Skull Clamp, Magic the Gathering. Makes sense. What is this? Monster Hunt? I don't know. There's poker. Yeah, makes sense. Churches. Yeah. Okay. It looks like it's a bunch of Magic the Gathering and poker. All right. I'm going to give it to him. Makes a lot of sense. Metric. Yeah. Battle at the Barracks. Colin Hay playing Overkill on Scrubs. All right. Forbes breaking news. Okay. That's me. I wonder if I open this in a private tab. So let's do this. Let me see if I can open something up in a private tab. And I'll go to my channel, and then we'll see what happens if you go to Timcast News on YouTube, and let's pull up a video just from today. Let's pull up, or from yesterday. This is from 2 months ago. Sorry, that's an old one. Let's pull up a video from a couple days ago, and we'll open it up in a private tab. Open link in private tab. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's throw this in here. And is this on default view already? Nope, it is. It's just too small. All right, on the right, we have ABC News, Fox 13, CBS, Robinson Foundry. I don't know what that is. Dale Earnhardt, Reuters, ABC 7, surprise, surprise, MSNBC. It looks like we are getting a large amount of left-wing publications. Fox News is right here, right up top underneath ABC. But if you look at them, CBS, these are all Democrat-biased outlets. Unsurprising. Oh, hey, look, this video actually did really. Conservative walks off show, 400,000 views. How about that? I'm not surprised. YouTube is biased. I'd like to see some answers to this. They're going to ask several more questions. What protections does YouTube provide for speech that is explicitly political? How can the American people be confident that a similar issue will not occur again? What communications did YouTube have with the Biden-Harris administration regarding Rogan's interview with Trump? Why is Google search elevating negative stories? What steps has Google taken? Now, I think it's fair to say if a negative story appears, well, you know, it is what it is. The reason a certain subject gets weighted or not, I think, is their algorithm. But I will say this. It makes no sense that if you search for Ben Shapiro or me or Joe Rogan, it makes no sense you would get other channels that are insulting us. If you're searching for Tim Pool, why are they showing you our critics? If they wrote Tim Pool criticism, then sure. If you wrote Ben Shapiro is bad, I get it. But when you try to search for many of these people, what happens? YouTube sends you to channels that just attack, insult, and deride. I don't think it's an accident. And I think if YouTube actually was interested in making money and profit for their shareholders, they would be promoting content that people actually looked for. The game is rigged, my friends, and y'all know it. But what can be done? Again, I do think it's funny that we've gotten to this point where the GOP is actually demanding. What are they? They're demanding a response from YouTube. Jim Jordan, what does it say? They're accusing YouTube censorship, and they want a briefing. So nothing's going to happen. Strongly worded letters. What a waste of time. We know Congress is dysfunctional. It's not going to change anything. So it is what it is. I guess I could be happy for something, but I think you guys are probably going to agree this won't do anything. So I don't know. Share the show with everyone you know. Smash the like button. Follow me on X and Instagram at Timcast. We got more segments coming up. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all then.